Hello, wonderful TikTok and YouTube friends. Back again for another spirit-led reading. So, I'm going to be shuffling these esoteric cards and getting a theme for the day. What the theme is for today's reading. I'm actually hearing crisis, right? Crisis, destruction and rebuilding or renewal is what I'm hearing. Before I go into this reading though, I would like to say that, if you want to book with me, you know what to do. Just go to my front page. I'll copy paste that link or contact me directly on TikTok. Let's go. Right, so heard destruction, rebuild and renewal. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what the esoteric cards have to say. We've got shadow. Isn't that interesting? So destruction, rebuild and renewal is what I'm getting. Shadow says explore the hidden or darker aspects of the self. So this is what this person is experiencing right now. Whoever you are possibly doing some shadow work or in your shadow self right now. And I guess it could feel like your world around you is caving in on you. But I do need to say, my friend, that with this shadow work, this is necessary for all of us to look at these darker aspects of ourselves, treat those parts with kindness, illuminate them by shedding light. So that would mean getting to know who we truly are and understanding that some of those shadow aspects of ourselves are necessary, but how do we balance, how do we use them in a way that is healthy, right? That keeps us safe, but also isn't destructive, right? So it's important to know how to do that, how to balance that out. So I'm going to pull out my gorgeous tarot, and I want to look at some messages around the shadow, right? And this tower moment, the destruction, rebuilding, and renewal. I'm getting the sense of a tower moment again, and this is probably reflecting the last reading I did. Very similar to that anyway. So somebody's really facing their shadow self. The spirit, what do we need to know about this destruction, rebuild, renewal? Shadow self, please. What do my viewers need to know about this? Thank you, Creator, for an honest, open, clear connection for the highest and greatest good of my viewers. Okay, no, not ready yet. Not ready yet. Okay, card will present itself very soon. Okay, and here we go. We've got a card. Well, isn't this interesting? We've got the Three of Swords, my friends. The Three of Swords. Working with this shadow card, right? With the shadow, the destruction, rebuild and renewal. So this is matters of the heart. I'm getting some heart chakra activation, heart chakra healing as well, right? So an opening up of the heart center, dealing with painful memories. I'm also being drawn back to the past. I'm looking at the age of 3, even as far back as that, where there's been some issues around feeling betrayed, feeling like you couldn't trust the people around you, right? So this person, whoever it is going through quite a healing crisis. It feels like a bit of a crisis, but I do need to say the way through this is to be gentle with yourself. It becomes a crisis because I feel you're fighting this situation, you're fighting what is happening, and I feel that you need to really embrace the process. Looking at the cards here, I've got the Lovers at the top, which I'm guided to pull out. And this card talks about love and harmony, right? Relationships, values, alignment, choices and partnerships. I do need to say with the matters of the heart, I think that this is very much around healing relationships, right? With even parents needing to forgive and heal and understand what it was that happened, moving past this. I think once you heal those matters, I think it then enables more committed and healthy relationships, romantic relationships and friendships as well, is what I'm seeing. So the shadow work and this sort of rebuilding is probably around to do matters of the heart, right? So it could be around even love, partners, relationships, romantic relationships, but also friendships in general. So I would like to look at some more around this shadow work and this rebuilding, destruction and rebuilding. So we do have here, we've got the Knight of Pentacles coming through, which is the card of manifestation, financial opportunity, skill development and practicality. So I'm getting a sense of, after doing this sort of work, we're looking at a more kind of grounded person as a result, you know, so we become more grounded, more focused, more within our bodies. I get a sense that whatever's going on is making this person feel really unbalanced and almost as if they're not feeling quite connected and grounded in their body. So as a result of going through this process, there is the promise of, you know, like real honest, healthy connections with others, and I'm also seeing a more grounded outlook in life. We also got the High Priestess card. So this is the card about self-realization. So this is a bit of a spiritual process and what's happening with this person, where there's this destruction, rebuild, renewal, working on the shadow self, working on matters of the heart chakra activation here. So releasing pain in the heart area as well, clearing any blockages there. The Empress card's very much, the Priestess card's very much talking about how this is a spiritual journey, and I'm also getting the word spiritual initiation. And so it's a whole healing process in which you have done enough work to gain, okay, this is the words I'm getting. You've done enough work to gain the trust of yourself to access the shadow aspects, right? These are the words I'm getting. I'm hoping this makes sense to the people who need to hear this. Right, we've also got here like the Two of Swords, which is just talking about some important decisions to be made. But what I'm getting with this is more around related to this work. I feel that, you know, at times you feel quite blindfolded and not sure what direction to take because you are fighting the process, right? You feel like you need to move through this quickly. And I need to say to you that this is a slow and steady thing, right? Especially with the Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. We do not force this. We do not force the change. We simply allow, we observe what is surfacing, and we just allow and release, right? We're observing. One last card. Okay, this is interesting. So we'll pull another card after this from the esoteric, but we've got the Tower card. As the last card that's come through, it's the Tower card, which is what I was saying before around the Tower moment and the shadow work, you know, and the destruction, rebuild, renewal. The card says sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, awakening, and freedom. So we're definitely getting this sense of we are looking at the darker aspects of ourselves. We are healing that. We are reassessing our belief systems. You know, there's a whole soul searching, soul seeking going on here. One last card from the esoteric. Just to give us that final guidance and, you know, advice from Spirit, please. What would best benefit my viewer? Freedom. Isn't that interesting? As a result of all this, we get freedom. It says, release constraints, feel unbound and liberated. So this is what this whole process is about, you know, this renewal, this rebuilding, releasing those constraints, releasing the feeling of being, you know, bound down, maybe repetitive cycles of addictions or whatever it may be, whatever it is that's causing this dysfunction, whatever it is that's causing this heartache, right? Working on that, building healthy relationships, being free, just being free enough to explore and dare to risk to be happy. All right, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope this reading has reached the very people who need to hear this, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.